welcome to the Robert R. Johnson Sports Complex, where Libertyville is taking on Glenbrook North. Great matchup here for you today. 2-0, both of the teams. I'm Evan Dietz, and I'm here with. We're excited to bring this broadcast to you. The first soccer broadcast in Wildcat Productions history. Very excited for this matchup today. Matthew, you want to take it away?
Yeah, I'm expecting a good game. Like Evan said earlier, both teams are 2-0. Libertyville coming off a 7-0 win, a staggering 7 goals. Danica Meller had 3 goals in that game. GBN Glenbrook North is coming off a 4-1 win, a non-conference win. And yeah, we should be expecting a good, hard-fought game, much physicality in this game, and I'm excited.
Number 2, Caitlin Panic. Number 8, Annie Philbin. Number 10, Paige Julius. Number 11, Emily Peterson. Number 14, Ella Phillips. Number 16, Allison Porta. Number 19, Alana Stahl. Number 25, Emmy Schneider. Number 26, Addison Blumenfield. And number 27, Maya Moser. And now let's meet the starters for your Libertyville Wildcats. In goal, number 1, Audrey Anya. Number 2, Anna George. Number 4, Megan O'Donnell. Number 5, Tess McGorley. Number 6, Shannon Phillips. Number 7, Gianna Amade. Number 8, Ellie McLaughlin. Number 12, Lainey Chung. Number 14, Sydney Dulock. Number 15, Lily Brantz. And number 16, Shay Krakowski. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats and honor America as we play our national anthem.
Welcome back. We have a great matchup tonight. Very excited. Both those teams are very heavy hitters. We're excited to see some of these big hitters from both teams. Now, some of these big hitters from Libertyville, Danica Miller and Sydney Dulac, both have 6 points in these past 2 games. Shay Krakowski with 5 points. Very excited to see all these players and how they're going to perform tonight. GBN wants to, like Matthew said, 2-0 record so far. A win against the Loyola Academy Ramblers, that's a home win, 1-0, and a 4-1 win against the Niles West Wolves, both non-conference. So this is going to be a good matchup tonight. We're very excited to see how both these teams perform. Should be a very good matchup.
Yeah, not sure what to expect from Glenbrook North, but you can expect a 4-3-3 position from the Wildcats. 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 attackers. And we can see early out in the game on goal kicks, you'll see the outside defenders probably spread out wide. You're going to try to get the wide attack going. And yeah, you'll see a lot of switching the field, and the Wildcats will try to play the wide game. And early out of bounds, Wildcats have the ball.
Wildcats stuck in their zone, trying to regroup here, struggling to find a way out.
Oh, good long ball. Oh, just got to the goalie. Good effort. First long ball of the game. We can see a lot more attacks from that expected in this game.
That's going to be Natasha Liberopoulos, a freshman, passing the ball out to her teammates as Glenbrook North tries to work the ball up the field.
Just over her head. It'll be out of bounds. It'll be Libertyville ball.
And both these teams really seem to be struggling getting the ball out of their own zone. A lot of defensive passing, a lot of moving the ball around.
Now they're out of bounds. A lot of, like Em said, a lot of frantic play going on. Hopefully we'll see an attack from the Wildcats here. As number 8, Ellie McLaughlin, a freshman, throws it in to the corner. Wildcat ball deep in the corner. It is a throw-in. Seemed to be a deflated ball, perhaps.
Now, Ellie McLaughlin on the season, once again, like Matthew said, a freshman. 0 points so far this season through these first 2 games. We'll see how she does this game. Ball is moving in front of the GBN net. Libertyville is dominating possession right now.
Good physical play to keep the ball there. Good pass back to the defense. Try to regroup, switch the field. See if anything else opens up for the attack. And it's a good over the head ball. Oh, it looks like an offsides. Number 15 there, Lily France.
GBN's going to have a chance to move the ball upfield here. See what they can do with that.
They seem to be struggling controlling the ball here, playing a lot of kick ball and not really trying to possess, just trying to get it downfield, and it does not seem to be working for them. Another throw-in for Libertyville.
GBN finally moving up the field here.
Bad touch, turns the ball over.
GBN still just kicking the ball around, not really having a target, just trying to get it upfield out of their own zone here. Out of bounds. Let's see who's it on. No flag on the play.
Looks like a corner kick for Libertyville.
That's going to be number 16, Shay Krakowski, kicking the ball from the corner. Let's see if the Wildcats can get a chance on goal here.
Kick is towards the top of the box. Oh, gets a head on it, but not enough. They get the ball back.
The Wildcats doing a really good job of keeping the ball away from the Spartans right now. The Wildcats regain possession, and they're going to try to regroup here.
Good ball to the middle. Another good ball, seems to play it down line. Connects. Touch just a little too much. Throw in for Glenbrook North as they try to make their first attack of the game. Gets headed away by Libertyville. Another throw in.
That's going to be number 11, Anna Philbin.
ball gets kicked away out of bounds. Another throw in for the Wildcats in opposition territory.
Spartans managed to clear it out of their end of the field, making a very good push into Wildcat territory.
That was a great ball. Let's see if she plays to the middle. Does not connect. And that is the goalie, Audrey Amyot.
The Spartans are going to regain possession here in Wildcat territory, but it's going to look like it's going to be out of bounds here.
Libertyville struggling to get out of their defensive territory. Looks to be a foul on the Wildcats. Number 8, Ellie McLaughlin. Expect to be a ball played into the box here. And right to the keeper. Gonna slow the game down. Pushing the ball up down the left side.
Intercepted by the Spartans, but right back to Libertyville and GBN dueling for that ball.
Fighting to keep the ball. Intercepted and promising attack for the
long ball by the keeper, kicked right back by GBN.
And that is a foul on Glenbrook North. Free kick for the Wildcats.
During the Wildcats' last 2 games, they really seemed to dominate possession, which they've been struggling with in this game. A large factor of why they've had so little shots so far in this game.
Yeah, no team really has been able to control the ball. Just a lot of kicking around, not a lot of possession here so far. Probably just trying to feel the game out and should expect some more possession later on in this game.
Long ball, but Spartans, and the ball is still up. Whistle blows, and the ball is dead.
Free kick for the Wildcats. Plays to the left side. Stolen by the Spartans, looking to get an attack here. Pass just outreaches her foot and is out of bounds, thrown for the Wildcats.
The Wildcats' passing game is looking on point tonight, but they're still struggling to make a push into the Spartans' end of the field.
Yeah, it seems like that final third is really a struggle so far for them. Mainly in the middle and their defensive end, they've been really dominating the game so far.
Seems like Libertyville hasn't had too much of a struggle so far this season, and they're really lost when it comes to a more difficult team like this. Libertyville moving the ball through the center of the field, making a good push into the Spartans'
That's a good
territory.
ball. Down left sideline. Just makes a move, gets hit away by the Spartans. Regain, pass back. Looks to switch the field. She takes a shot, and pretty easy for the keeper. That's just a poorly passed ball. It seemed like she was under a lot of pressure. Just frantically kicked that one away.
And the Wildcats are going to have another chance here in Glenbrook's territory.
And that is a throw in on the edge of the corner for the Wildcats.
That's number 5, Tess Gormley, throwing in for the Wildcats.
Another ball just kicked away, and another throw in for the Wildcats.
The Spartans really seem to be struggling right now when it comes to making good passing plays. A lot of frantic play, very, very disorganized thus far in the game.
Ball regained by the Wildcats. Some good passing. Oh, ball up in the air. Headed by the Wildcats. Should be regained by the Spartans.
And the ball's out of bounds again for another Wildcat throw-in. That's going to be number 8, Ellie McLaughlin. The Wildcats still managing to keep it in the Spartans' territory. The Spartans really struggling to get a hold of the ball here.
Wildcats switching the field once again. Plays the ball through past the lines. Intercepted by the Spartans. Wildcats trying to keep possession here. Going to slow it down. Look to switch the field again. Really struggling to find that one pass that just breaks the defense open and get that goal. Doing very well in the middle here and in their own defensive end. Free kick for the Spartans here. There's a long ball and easy for the keeper. Plays it out from the back.
GBN almost gets the steal there. Could have been very dangerous.
Wildcats staying composed despite the high pressure. Looks to play the long ball. And that is a great ball. She has a shot. Oh, touch a little too far.
The Wildcats are going to have a chance
Keeps it in.
here. Very deep in Glenbrook's zone.
Knocked down, but no foul called. Good clean play. Possession still to the Wildcats as they look to make the attack again.
Looks like we're going to have a player down here. Struggling to get up here. Midfield collision. Very unfortunate to see. Coming up on the Wildcats schedule, they will be playing Grays Lake Central, Carmel, and Loyola Academy. Some great opponents coming up here for the Wildcats. Looks like the Wildcats are going to get possession of this ball.
Yep, looking like a drop ball.
The Wildcats are right away going to try to get this ball deep.
Just not
in
enough
the
on
Spartans
it.
territory.
Wildcats get possession again. Plays into the middle. Plays the ball down the line. Can she get there in time? Just not enough. Goal kick for the Spartans.
Libertyville so far through these first 15 minutes have been dominating possession, leaving GBN with almost no opportunities in their defensive zone.
Starting to get a little bit better of looks on the attack, but still not enough to get that goal.
Libertyville is going to get possession back very quickly here. And they're going to look to move it upfield very quickly here. Battle for the ball in the Spartans territory, moved closer to midfield and back into the Spartans territory. Very back and forth ball game right now.
It'll be the Wildcats with possession. Slowing it down once again, looking to switch the field, open up new possibilities. Switches it back. Looks to play it into the middle. Just intercepted by the Spartans here as they regain possession, see if they can do anything with it. And taken back once again by the Wildcats, looking to attack.
The Wildcats really working here to keep that ball out of reach of the Spartans. Spartans who are relentless in their attacks here.
That is a foul on the Wildcats, number 16, Shea Krakowski. Free kick for the Spartans. Long ball played. Goes out of bounds, and it is a goal kick for the Wildcats. Wildcats playing it from the back again. Slowing it down, switching the field. Out of bounds, that'll be Wildcat ball.
The Spartans really trying to make a push into Wildcat territory here. Trying to constantly put on the pressure. GBN will retain possession of the ball as they move it back to regroup.
Switching the field. Cuts up through the middle and just gets pushed off the ball there. Good ball down the line. See what she does with it. Makes a move, gets by that defender at the top of the box. Passes it. Oh, great ball.
Wildcats
Shoots.
a great look here.
Caught by the keeper.
Natasha Liberopoulos, freshman from GBN, hasn't been tested too much tonight. With what she has seen, she's been great.
Definitely looks like the Wildcats are putting on a lot more pressure than we saw at the start of the game. Spartans are still struggling to keep possession and get that attack going. That is ball on the right line. Looks like it is going to get there. See what she can do with it. Plays to the middle. Spartans just get there in time. Out of bounds, Wildcat throwing.
Very good chance by the Wildcats there. Unfortunately, could not capitalize on that opportunity. They're going to go for a couple substitutions here, and we'll see, once they get a fresh pair of legs out there, what they can do in this GBN territory. The Wildcats immediately gain possession of that ball, trying to move it deep.
Ball played to the middle. Back to the outside.
Intercepted by GBN. Libertyville retreats as GBN puts it down the field.
Looking to attack there. Makes a move, gets by one defender. See what she does with the ball. And that is a great tackle by number 6, Shannon Phillips. Really took away that attack there by the Spartans. Now they have a throw-in in Wildcat territory. And the Wildcats just take the ball away. Kicks it down the field. Wildcats pushing up the field, try to put the pressure on the Spartans, and they get the ball again. Playing through the middle, plays to the outside. Once again, down the line, who will make it there? It looks like the Spartans will get the edge and just kicks it out of bounds. Another Wildcat thrown deep into Spartan territory.
The Wildcats have done a great job of gaining possession of their throw-ins almost immediately after the ball goes into play. See if they can do that again here and possibly get another scoring opportunity. The Wildcats play the ball back, trying to regroup.
Plays it once again to the outside. Tries to play to the middle. Oh, offsides on the Wildcats. It'll be Spartan free kick.
Well done, White. Go, White.
Wildcats quickly regain possession once again. Passing the ball around their defensive half. Trying to break down the defense a little bit. Finally pushing the ball up. Cuts it back once again and plays it back. Trying to see if there's more opportunities on the other side. Pass intercepted by the Spartans as they look to make an attack. Out of bounds on the Wildcats, it'll be Spartan throwing.
Go, White. Keep talking, White.
Spartans gain possession right off the throw-in. Quickly stolen by the Wildcats.
Oh, and here's a shot. First decent shot by the Spartans, but it is easily caught by the Wildcats as they quickly get it out from the back and they are pushing up on the attack. Ball played down. Oh, mishandled by the Spartans, but they still regain possession. And that is a foul on the Wildcats. It'll be Spartan free kick in their own territory.
The foul was on number 13, Isabel Yark.
2 Wildcat players go down, nothing called.
And the Wildcats managed to hit the ball back into midfield.
A lot more physicality happening now.
Spartans certainly starting to show a little bit more pushback closer to the midpoint of this game.
That's a good ball played in the middle. Keeper gets there first. Looks to play it fast and just dumps it off to the center back. Who then plays to the middle. Oh, and it gets stolen. This is a good chance for the Spartans. That's a good ball. And that is a shot. Oh, and it gets deflected. Will be a corner kick for the Spartans.
Great deflection by the Wildcats, preventing any opportunity for a goal there. In the Wildcats' last 2 games, they've only had 2 goals against, showing that they really know how to play defensive ball. Dangerous free kick here for the Spartans. Very, very deep in Wildcat territory. Looking to possibly get a tip into the back of the net.
Ball's played to the middle. It is out of bounds, and it is a goal kick for the Wildcats.
Great ball, Alana.
Wildcats number 18, Sydney Kirkonis, comes onto the field.
Keep it here.
Ball intercepted by the Spartans. Regained by the Wildcats. And is kicked out of bounds. It is a Spartan throw-in.
Black and white. Keep it up. Let's go. It's 5. Let's go. Now go on.
Just over the head. Another throw-in for the Spartans. Kicked away by the Wildcats.
The Wildcats look to move upfield here, intercepted by the Spartans.
Spartans play it back, just try to keep possession. Plays it quickly to the middle. Plays it once again. It looks like 3 balls on, and the keeper comes out and grabs it. Great play by the goalie.
Audrey Amiot has done an amazing job of being very aggressive on this ball, smothering any chances for GBN.
Looks like a long ball down the left side. Looks like the Wildcats might get there in time, and it just goes out of bounds. That is a foul on the Wildcats. It looks like there's going to be a card, and that is a yellow card. Looks to be on number 11, Rachel Dzurov.
That's the Wildcats' 2nd yellow card in their past 3 games.
Now she has to sub off the field.
Spartans certainly taking their time, catching their breath, as they're going to try to make a push upfield here.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I know you're out of here.
The Wildcats steal possession. Lots of pressure by GBN as they pull it back to regroup. Ball's pulled to the outside and stolen by GBN.
Through ball played, but it is intercepted by the Wildcats and just kicked out of bounds. It'll be a Spartan throw-in.
Go white.
Wildcats trying to regroup on defense real quickly. Kicked out of bounds once again by the Wildcats. Another Spartan throw-in deeper into the Wildcat territory. That's kicked away by the Wildcats. There's a foul on the Spartans. Simple ball played. Back to the defense. Played back to the middle. Ball played to the outside. Wildcat still with possession. Plays it to the middle, looking to switch the field. Ball played up. Oh, there's a good ball. Oh, and the touch was just poor. That was a great chance for the Wildcats, and it was mishandled. And it is a goal kick for the Spartans.
The Wildcats just putting so much pressure on the Spartans right now, smothering any opportunity to move it upfield.
And that is another foul on the Wildcats. A lot of physicality going on. Spartans looking to make a push. Ball played into the attacking third, and is just quickly intercepted and kicked out by the Wildcats, who regain possession. That is a foul on the Spartans. Free kick for the Wildcats. Looking to take the free kick quick. Just plays it back to the defense. Ball played down the outside. Oh, and there's a bad touch. And that'll be a throw-in for the Spartans.
Spartans making a couple sub-ins here. Looking to get some fresh legs out there before this throw-in.
Well, the ball is quickly stolen by the Wildcats.
Great effort by number 13, Isabella Yark, to get to that ball, making great effort to try to keep that Wildcat possession.
Looking to switch the field, the Spartans. Attempt is successful. Looks like she slips as she was trying to pass the ball, intercepted by the Wildcats. Quickly taken back by the Spartans again. Ball scooped up by the Wildcat goalie. Switches the field to the other side, looking to push it up. Played again down the line. Plays a big ball through. Oh, and she is through. And the Spartan player just gets there in time and kicks the ball out. That will be a corner for the Wildcats, though.
Great opportunity for the Wildcats there. Unfortunately, failed to capitalize.
Just one step too short. That's Shea Kurkowski on the ball for the corner. Ball just over the keeper's head. Good chance for the Wildcats here. And just cleared out by the Spartans. Will be another Wildcat throw-in. Possession kept by the Wildcats. Plays it in the middle. Plays the ball over the defense. And the Spartans will just shield it away, and it'll be a Spartan goal kick.
Spartans really focusing on playing a very defense-oriented game. Unfortunately, not been able to generate a lot of offense here so far.
Ball kept in by the Wildcats. Out of bounds. Spartan throwing. Kept in by the Wildcats and he's kicked out by the Spartans. Wildcat throwing. Looking to play quickly. Plays it to the feet. And he's intercepted by the Spartans, who look to make an attack. Taken back again by the Wildcats. They're looking to make the attack here. Ball is a good ball in, and she has possession, and she scores! There's a great goal by number 14, Sydney Dulac. An even better ball by number 16, Shay Kurkowski, as the Wildcats finally get the goal they've been looking for.
Finally broke through that defense. Great pass, great shot, great goal. Wildcats finally are able to put one up on the board. Make the game 1-0 Wildcats.
Safe to say that was expected. The Wildcats have really been attacking them pretty much this whole game. Started out a little rocky, but they have finally found some fluidity in their game, and they are looking good. Spartans still struggling to stay composed and keep possession of the ball.
The Wildcats send the ball out of their own territory. Very physical fight for that ball in the midfield.
Number 14, Sydney Dulac.
Sydney Dulac, that is her third goal of the season, putting up 1 goal in their first game and 1 goal in their second game. That'll also move Sydney Dulac up to 8 points on the season.
That is a foul. That was a free kick close to the goal for the Wildcats. Let's see if they can do something else here. This is close enough. We should see a shot on the goal here. See if they can connect. Looks to be Shay Kurkowski on the ball, taking the free kick. And here's the kick. It is low, and the keeper just scoops it up. Direct shot to the keeper. Pretty easy for her.
She's going to roll the ball out to one of her teammates here. And try to make a long kick to one of her teammates.
Once again, Wildcat ball. Seems pretty easy for them to get possession of the ball. Oh, and it is stolen by the Spartans. This is a good chance for them. Ball played to the middle. Oh, and that is a bad kick. Wildcats looking to retained by the Spartans. Good defensive play there, and then the Wildcats retake possession, looking to play into the middle. A lot of space on the left side. Looks to play down the line. That is a good ball, but is unfortunately picked up by the goalie.
No one really there to catch that pass for the Wildcats. Pretty easy pickup for the Spartans here, as they're once again going to try to make their way down the field.
The Wildcats just get the ball once again. Retaken by the Spartans, who just kick it down the field again. Ball played over the top. Spartans have the ball, looks for the shot, and it is just a slow roller to the keeper. Not much action for the keeper, Audrey Amyot. High punt. It is the Spartans on it. That was a good touch. Keep it on the ground. Plays down the left side. Plays into the middle. Finds someone, and the Wildcats retain the ball. 20 seconds left in the half. See if they make a push here. Looks like they're just going to wind the clock down.
10, 9,
Oh, they are going for the
7,
good ball. Oh, and it just
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Wildcats and Spartans are stuck in midfield with the ball at the half. Wildcats dominating possession in that first half, finally putting them up 1-0 here at the Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex.
I expect more goals from the Wildcats in the second half. The game started out very rough for the two. Could be because there was a long break last week and they're just getting back into the game. But I expect them to score more goals. The Spartans have not seemed to figure out the game yet. They are still struggling since the start of the game just to really connect passes and keep possession. They're not too bad back in their defensive end, but when they really get into the midfield and the attacking third, they really just do not seem to have any fluidity, and they just cannot get something going. But the Wildcats have seemed to have found something, and I expect them to keep attacking in the second half.
The Wildcats seem to have all the momentum going into the half here. We should expect to see them come in out of this half very strong. The Wildcats really holding the ball quite a bit during this half, and we're excited to see how they come out during the second half.
Yeah, I expect them to keep possession in the second half unless the
Take
coach
us out. Welcome back here to the Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex. Libertyville taking on the Glenbrook North Spartans. Great matchup here tonight. 1-0 after the first half. Expecting a great second half here. Wildcats playing very, very strong. A lot of possession, a lot of physicality. Great second half incoming.
Yep. Wildcats they seem to be finding their form, and the Spartans are still struggling to kind of like figure out the fluid of the game, and they're struggling just to kind of like connect on a lot of passes, but it seems like the Wildcats have really found a spark here, and it looks like they're just going to keep the attack going. Excited to see what happens.
Yeah, Wildcats have really been able to hold back Glenbrook North. Really does happen to be the first big challenge they've had so far this season. Mind it is their only their third game of the season. So far, they've done a great job of restricting the game of Glenbrook North.
And we can see the Cats running out here, getting ready for the start of the second half. Interested to see if the Spartans change up their play style a little bit, maybe play a lot less long balls and maybe try to connect on a lot of passes just to try to get something going, see if they can find some sort of new attack or something.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the Spartans are going to try to switch to a more offensive-based strategy, whereas in this first half, really a lot of just kicking the ball around, trying to keep it out of their half of the field. Wildcats warming up here, getting ready for this second half. They know it's going to be a good one. They're excited. We're excited. Now, through these first two games, the Cats have really been a very offensive-oriented team. 10 goals for in their first two games of the season, showing that they are not willing to slow down.
And only 2 goals against. Very good defensive team and also a very good offensive team. Going to be tough for the Spartans here to even tie the game or even take the lead. The Wildcats will start with the ball at half, defending the right side of the field now. Have a close-up look on number 7, Gianna Amide. Quick long ball played by the Wildcats. Just hit off the head of the Spartans.
The Cats immediately putting a lot of pressure on the Spartans here. Caused them to panic here. A lot of kicking the ball around, not really knowing what to do with this a very aggressive Wildcat offense.
Ball once again kicked out by the Spartans here. Another Wildcat thrown. Seems to be very similar from what we saw in the first half. Not much change. Thrown by the Wildcats, many people making runs. Hit away by the Spartans. Looking to clear the ball, and they do. Regained by the Wildcats. Played across the middle. Looks to play to the other side of the field. Cuts the ball inside. Plays a good ball into the middle. Regains the ball. Another good pass to the middle. Takes to the top of the box. Plays to the middle, looking to maybe switch. And the ball is just kicked out by the Spartans here.
Spartans trying to make a move down the field here. No one in the line of that pass. Wildcats quickly move it back to their goaltender and begin to move it up the field. Spartans take control back. Trying to regroup here, but a lot of pressure by the Wildcats.
Ball played by the Spartans, but just easily recovered by the Wildcats. Looking to shield the ball for a goal kick for the Wildcats. Ref appears to stop the game for some reason. Issue with a player. Unclear what that issue is.
Doesn't look like she has any shin guards on. Not sure if that's an issue with the refs or not, but looks like they're going to have her throw some on real quick. During the second half, the Wildcats have subbed in their second goalie, Tatiana Valdez, junior, who she seems to have split time with throughout these first 2 games.
And I believe that shin guard issue resulted in a yellow card for the coach of the Wildcats. Still be a goal kick for the Wildcats. Interested to see if the play style changes with the new goalie. Ball intercepted by the Spartans. Quickly regained by the Wildcats, who take it down the left sideline. Promising attack here. Good ball played. Seems like it's just going to go out of bounds. A goal kick for the Spartans.
It sounds like the Wildcats are really going to have to try to cut down on their yellow cards throughout the rest of the season. Seems as if they have too many yellow cards during the regular season, they'll be ineligible for the playoffs.
Ball just rolls out of bounds. That'll be a Spartan throw-in. Wildcats looking to run back on defense. Throw is down the line. Hit out by the Wildcats. Another Spartan throw-in deeper into the territory.
Throwing the ball back in, that's number 11, Emily Peterson.
Throwing down the line once again. Headed by the Spartans. Deflection off the Spartans in the middle of the field. Wildcats get possession. Good short ball over the top. And it looks like the goalie will just get there. And she will pick it up. Looking to play it long. And she does. Right to the Wildcats. Oh, that is stolen by the Wildcats down the left side of the line. Looking to get an attack here. Plays it into the middle of the field. Spartan defender gets back in time.
The Wildcats pulling the ball back to regroup. They're going to try to make another re-entry into the offensive zone of the Spartans.
Good ball into the middle by the Wildcats. Looks to play it again. Pass it to the outside by the Spartans. Looks to keep it in, and she does. Rolling it down the side of the right sideline. Gets by one defender, pass it through 2, but just the pass leads right to the Wildcats, who then play it into the middle with a ton of open space. Another long ball right to the Spartans. Oh, the ball is stolen in the box. Kicked out once again by Spartans. Shakerkowski with a shot. Just goes over the goal. That was a good open shot. Just goes over the goal, though.
The Wildcats have had some great looks at the goal tonight.
We look over at the bench at Coach Ian Taylor. First year as the head coach. Assistant coach is Paul Gibbs. That is a great duo. Oh, and this is stolen by the Wildcats, who have the ball in the middle of the field in the attacking half. Kicked away by the Spartans. Still Wildcat possession, who then play it back. trying to calm it down a little, stop being a little frantic. Ball's played over the defenders, right to the goalie who just scoops it up. Pretty easy and simple play.
The Wildcats really continuing with their pressure here in the second half of this game. And that seems to be the name of the game for the Wildcats. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Close to the left side. Ball to the middle. Spartans looking to attack here. Plays it down the left side. There's the freshman, Ellie McLaughlin, with the steal. Great defensive play. Ball still in bounds on the right side here. Wildcat ball. Looking to switch the field. Ton of space on the left side, and she does play it there. See what she does with it. Plays the ball in, just over the head. That was a good look for the pass, but the execution was just not there. Looking very much like the first half here. Wildcats dominating the possession, keeping with the attack, and the Spartans just really unsure of what to do as they just kick the ball out again. That'll be another Wildcat throw-in in the attacking half.
The Spartans really struggling with their possession game here. Like Matthew said, a lot of just kicking the ball around, a lot of frantic and panicked looking play. The Wildcats are going to try to move it into the Spartans' end of the field.
Good touch to bring the ball down, and that is a poor pass. Out of bounds, it'll be a Spartan throw-in. Looking to play it quick. Plays it to 3 Wildcat defenders who just clear the ball. Not sure what she saw there.
That seems how it's been going all night long. Spartans have not had very good throw-ins. Wildcats have been able to establish possession off those throw-ins almost immediately on every single one.
Wildcats keeping possession of the defensive half despite the pressure from the Spartans. Wildcats looking very composed so far in the second half. Switches the field, a lot of space on the right side. Plays the long ball, and that is a great ball. And the shot, and it hits the back of the net. That was a great ball, great goal by number 5, Tess McGormley. And the Wildcats will take a 2-0 lead with 30 minutes left in the second half.
Yeah, breaking through that defense, great move. Once again, great pass, great shot, great goal.
Just great build-up for that goal.
That just demonstrates the Wildcats' offensive ability, punching through that defense and getting a beautiful shot off, leaving the goaltender with no chance.
Once again, that is number 5, Tess McGormley, the senior, for the Wildcats with the goal there. Will be interesting to see how the Wildcats play now with their 2-0 lead in the game. Would not be surprised if they keep the attack going, try to get another goal there, but we will see what happens.
Spartans looking really down on themselves now. Not sure how they're going to try to respond to this, but they need to get some offensive pressure. They roll the ball back, try to regroup.
Wildcats quickly trying to get possession. Seems like they're still going to attack here. Ball tried to play past the defense, but quickly intercepted. Ball played to the middle. Just a little too much on it. And that is kicked out of bounds by the Wildcats. It'll be Spartan throwing. See if they can find anything here to give them a spark of hope.
Once again, quickly corralled by the Wildcats. They look to move it upfield, moving it through the midfield. Some great passing. They continue to move it through the field, and it's going to be stopped by the GBN goalie.
Long punt here by the goalie. Oh, and it seems that the Spartans will have a good attack here. One-on-one opportunity. Oh, and it's just taken away by the Wildcats here. Great defense. Very composed.
The Wildcats know that they are in the lead here, staying very calm, making good plays, and not throwing the ball away. Done a great job of doing that all night long. And by doing that, they've been keeping GBN on their toes.
A lot of physicality going on. And that will be a Spartan throw-in. Wildcats looking for the foul there, did not get it. Spartans trying to apply the pressure here. And just pretty much thrown away. And that'll be a goal kick for the Wildcats. Spartans have yet to find any answers to this Wildcat defense. And that is kicked away by the Wildcats. It'll be a Spartan throw-in.
The Wildcats push it out of bounds. Once again, deeper in their own territory.
Throwing for the Spartans. Kicked away by the Wildcats. Spartans regain at the top of the box, plays it into the middle. And here's the shot, and it's just wide right. Didn't really expect much from that shot, really far out.
Valdez has not been challenged at all during this second half so far. Looking very calm, very composed as she passes it to her teammates to try to move this up the field here.
Ball played into the middle here. Bad touch by the Wildcats. Spartans regain possession, and it's just kicked away. Another goal kick for the Wildcats. Playing it from the back once again. Plays it across the field to the other center back, who then pushes it up the field with a lot of intensity and speed. Plays it down the left side. Once again, played down the left side. Here's a good chance here, and it's just kicked right to the goalie.
Wildcats with a very strong attack there. Looking very, very aggressive as they moved down the field. Unfortunately, not getting a shot. Not getting a good shot off at the GBN goalie.
Throwing for the Spartans here. As the Spartans bring a sub on. See if there's anyone that has the heart to win this game for them.
The Wildcats once again get possession off of a throw-in.
Oh, that is a
finally
bad
putting
play.
some pressure on the Wildcats here. They move it to midfield and back. Moving it into the Wildcat territory.
Ball's played over.
Putting some
Oh,
pressure
possession.
on. Looks like she's going to get a shot off here. Blocked by the Wildcats and sent out of bounds. Not quite. GBN manages to keep it in. Trying to keep pressure on as the Wildcats make a clearing attempt.
And there's a foul. Looks like to be on the Spartans. It'll be Wildcat ball. Seem to be a little frustrated here. Thought they had advantage. Ball played into the middle, across the middle of the field. Spartans regain possession. Looking to try to find a single attack. Have yet to see a quality shot on goal by the Spartans. It's taken back again by the Wildcats. Look to do something with it, but cannot. And that is offsides on the Spartans. Will be Wildcat ball.
The Spartans again and again just keep, sending these long balls out, trying to just keep this out of their own half of the field. The Wildcats constantly applying pressure, making it really hard for them. GBN does not seem to be the most defense-oriented team here this season. The Wildcats are going to get a throw in. That's going to be number 2, Anna George, throwing in for the Wildcats. GBN quickly clears the ball out of their half of the field, but once again regained by the Wildcats.
Oh, just under the foot of the Wildcats player. Will be a Spartan throw-in. See if they can make anything of this throw-in. Plays it just hits off the top of the head, and it will roll out of bounds for a Wildcat goal kick.
The Wildcats move it up the outside. Once again, very, very aggressive attack as GBN manages to get the ball.
Wildcats keeping possession here.
Really working on their passing game here, moving it around all of the GBN defenders.
Good attempt, but taken away by the Spartans. Looks to be a foul call, maybe. Oh, and it is a throw-in for the Wildcats. Ball did go out of bounds. Oh, no, it is a free kick. Ball's played to the top of the box, kicked away by the Spartans. Spartans have possession. Quickly defended by the Wildcats, though, keeping the pressure on them. Ball just played just out of the reach of the foot. And the Wildcats have possession in the back. Plays it into the middle, but then plays it back to the outside. Keeps possession, good ball. Attempt unsuccessful for the Wildcats. The Spartans will take the possession. And nothing going for the Spartans here during this game so far.
The Wildcats move it up through the defenders, and they're not going to get the shot off as Natasha Libertyville manages to get the ball before the Wildcats can get to it.
Another punt by the goalie. Deflected by the Wildcats, deflected again by the Spartans. Possession going back and forth right now between the Spartans and the Wildcats. And that is a foul on the Wildcats. Number 4, Megan O'Donnell. Will be a free kick for the Spartans. Ball quickly taken again back by the Wildcats. Looks to have a promising attack here. And that does not seem to connect to anyone. It'll slowly roll out of bounds. It'll be a Spartan throw-in. See if there's any sense of urgency here by the Spartans as we're halfway through the second half.
The Wildcats cannot let off the pressure here at this point in the game. 2 shots, and it's all tied up. The Wildcats need to keep the pressure on, keep scoring, and prevent this Spartan offense from getting rolling. Quick possession by the Wildcats off the Spartan throw-in.
A lot of physicality once again. That is a foul on the Wildcats. Another Spartan free kick, and they play with urgency. Long kick.
The ball is up, and the Wildcats manage to get it.
And the ball is just kicked to the goalie. Wide of the goal. Just rolls it to her defender. And then plays a slow ball intercepted by the Spartans. Quickly intercepted again by the Wildcats as they switch the field with a ton of space. Looking to make another attack. On the ball hits the player. Foul on the Spartans. Wildcats will look to create another attack with this free kick in the opponent territory. Might be too far to kick it into the box. So I'll be interested to see what the play here is.
It's going to be number 14, Sydney Dulac, kicking the ball in for the Wildcats. Wildcats all moving deep. We're going to try to get a tip on this ball here.
Ball played into the box and just knocked out by the goalie, who does not get a hand on it. Looks to be a foul on the Wildcats for interfering with the goalie. Will be a free kick for the Spartans here. Long ball once again, headed away by the Wildcats. Possession stays with the Wildcats.
Wildcats
Oh, and the
move the ball deep. They're going to try to get a shot off here from outside the box.
Ball played into the middle. Possession still with the Wildcats here. Looks to shoot the ball. Oh no, passes it. And the head, and it goes into the goal. What a great ball across the field and a beautiful header into the back of the net. That is another goal for the Wildcats. It is 3-0 now for the Wildcats as time is dwindling down for the Spartans. It looks to be that all hope is lost with 17 minutes left. Seems to be Danica Meller with the goal.
That'll be her 4th goal on the season, moving her up to 8 points on the season once again. The Wildcats continuing to make their presence known here tonight against the Spartans. Wildcats quickly going to gain possession again. And they're not going to let up any pressure on this Spartan team.
We're about to talk about the goal.
Once again, an amazing goal by Danica Meller, who is just a freshman. Great build-up for the play. It was a good cross into the middle of the field with a header that just gets by the goalie and hits the back of the net.
And it's those plays that every person likes to see. Gritty goals like that.
Well, there's a rough foul on number 10, Danica Meller. It'll be a free kick for the Wildcats.
That's a white throw-in!
The Wildcats going over now and have a conversation with the ref.
Wildcats attempted to sub here, but they cannot since it is a free kick. Ball looking to be played to the box here.
The Wildcats are going to look to get a quick tip here, maybe even try to get a shot off.
Is headed away by the Spartans, but the Wildcats do get back on the ball. Plays very composed, plays it back to the defense. Takes it up the middle. Good ball down the left side. Cuts it back into the middle. Gets by a defender. Just dumps it off. Little too. Not as much on the pass as she would have liked. Deflected there by the Wildcats. Throw in for the Spartans as the subs make their way onto the field.
The Wildcats looking so much more calm than they did earlier in this game, finally making their presence known, that they're not going to be letting up any pressure at any point in this game. The Wildcats, once again, quickly get possession off of that throw-in.
Long ball over the defense. Wildcat is there. Does get kicked away by the Spartans, though.
And that ball is going to come to a rolling stop by the GBN goalie. It's a long ball. Wildcats are going to try to get possession immediately. GBN trying to move it into the Wildcat side of the field, unable. Wildcats once again gain possession, moved up the outside. Beautiful pass here, trying to get it through the defense as Wildcat player goes down.
Spartans with the ball in the middle of the field. Tries to play past the defense, but does not work. As the Wildcats take it up the middle. That is a good ball, good chance. And here's the shot. Oh, and it's saved by the goalie. And the shot deflects off the Spartans player, and it goes in. Another goal for the Wildcats. Number 14, Sydney Duloc, with another goal. The Wildcats are up 4-0 now. Looks like the Spartans are not going to have a chance in this game.
Sydney Duloc's second goal of the game, fourth goal of the season, showing that she's not going to back down for the Wildcats.
Wildcats just putting the hurt on the Spartans right now. Not surprised, since their last game they had scored 7 goals on their opponent.
Exactly what we expect for the Wildcats to do this half, come out strong.
Spartans still cannot get a solid attack going.
Wildcats playing the ball out. Some great footwork by the offense here.
Ball played. Good ball, one-on-one. And is kicked away by the Spartan defender. Still possession Wildcats. And the ball rolls out of bounds. It'll be a Spartan goal kick. And they play it short. It's a rare occurrence. They normally play it long, and it has not worked for them all game. Spartans with possession in the middle of the field. Looks to play it. She finds a player. Makes a move into the middle of the field. Many defenders on her. She just plays it back, dumps it off.
Spartans have just done a terrible job of getting people open. The Wildcats have been all over them tonight, blocking off any passing corridors. Spartans are going to get in. They're going to try to get a shot. It's going to go over the goal, through the uprights. And the Wildcats will regain possession.
ball traveled quite a way. Played
Rolls the
short
ball
once
to the
again.
defender.
Played to the left side, back to the middle. He just dumps it off back to the defender. Plays across the field once again with pressure incoming, just takes it through the middle, around the defender. Very composed, switches the field. And that is a bad touch. It'll be a throw-in for the Spartans.
The Wildcats, despite a few bad touches, still looking very strong here in the second half, in these last 11 minutes of the game. The Wildcats are going to keep putting pressure, and they're doing a great job of keeping the Spartans out of their half of the field.
Spartans try to play it on the ground, intercepted by the Wildcats. Played it back to the goalie. Switches the field, a ton of open space here. Carries it down the field, plays a long ball to the middle. Received by the Wildcats, switches the field once again. Plays it down the right side, and she is onside. Has a good attack here. Cuts it inside. Plays to the top of the box, and is deflected. Shot is deflected by the Spartans, who do regain possession. Wildcats quickly take it back.
The Wildcats pushing into the Spartan defensive territory right now. Moving up the field into the corner. Going to try to get something off. Blocked by the Spartans and sent out.
As the Wildcats will sub here. They do have a throw-in. Plays it down the line into the corner. Not much you can do for that. She does get a corner, though, for the Wildcats.
Looks like the Wildcats are just trying to burn off some time here. Trying to run down the clock and keep their 4-0 lead.
Very expected. It would take pretty much a miracle here for the Spartans to even tie the game up. That is a header by the Wildcats. Picked up by the goalie.
Great chance there for the Wildcats. Finally smothered by the Glenbrook North goalie.
Seems to be an injury for the Spartans here. The trainer is coming onto the field to help out the injured player. Nobody wants to see someone injured on the field.
Seems like the Wildcats have some very key players that they've really been keeping on the field for the whole game. Some of those players have been working very, very hard, and it's been showing on the box score.
Key player has been number 6, Shannon Phillips, who might not be in the box score. She does play center back, but she has been very composed. Very good defense so far. Has been able to lock up and have a clean sheet for the Wildcats.
Another one, number 13, Isabella Yark, has been on that ball all night. Like Matthew said, even though it's not on the score sheet, she's still been a huge player for the Wildcats here.
Intercepted by the Spartans. Quickly knocked off the ball. It'll be a Wildcat ball. Kicked away by the Wildcats. It'll be a Spartan throw-in. Free kick for the Wildcats.
Wildcats send it deep into Spartan territory. Getting very, very close to the goal here.
Plays it back. Plays it into the middle of the box. Does not connect with the Wildcat player. The Spartans will kick it away and keep possession of the ball.
Wildcats are going for that very quick recovery, trying to keep the pressure on in these last few minutes.
Wildcats will intercept the ball, taken quickly away by the Spartans. Ball played and is intercepted by the Wildcats once again. Great composure again by number 6, Shannon Phillips, to find the player. Good ball played into the middle of the field, taken away by the Spartans. The Spartan defenders have seen a lot of action tonight. Have not been able to stop this Wildcat attack.
A big round of substitutions coming in for the Spartans. Their players looking pretty gassed coming off the field here.
Number 9, Natalie Schmidt will come on for the Wildcats, along with number 23, Riley Underwood. And seems to be number 21, Bridget Benz. As Shannon Phillips will walk off the field, probably done for the night. What a great game.
The Wildcats quickly on the ball, smothering any chance for the Spartans to get it out. The Wildcats move it back, try to regroup, spreading out to assess their options as they move into the Spartans' territory. Great move there to get past the defender. The Wildcats push it deep into that corner. That's been their bread and butter all night long, getting it down far along the outside.
Will be a throw for the Spartans deep into their own territory. See if they can get out of this one. As more subs will be coming out of the field for the Spartans.
And with that, the ball's thrown back in. Spartans are going to get possession off of this throw-in.
Quickly taken away by the Wildcats. Again, deflected by the Spartans. Wildcats will retain possession. Plays it back. Plays it across the field. A lot of space and time. Good ball into the middle. Another ball good to the outside. Plays into the middle. There's a player with the shot, and it gets deflected by the Spartans. Really good chance there to be the 5th goal for the Wildcats today. They are not laying off the gas pedal tonight. Great move into the box. Deflected again by the Spartans. Not much breathing room for the Spartans in this game.
Spartans with a good push upfield.
Ball's
But
played down the left
seems to be
sideline.
going nowhere.
And just taken away by the Wildcats. Will be a Spartan throw-in. We have about 5 minutes left in this game. Spartans just looking to see if they can get anything going. Get some momentum to carry on to their next game.
Wildcats quickly on that ball. Very, very physical play. Trying to get possession here. The Wildcats managed to get some breathing room here
Cleared
as
away.
they work it down the field.
Played back to the goalie for the Spartans. Played into the middle of the field. Attempt to cut inside is unsuccessful as the Spartans regain possession. Plays into the middle with a good pass. Pass is unsuccessful, intercepted by the Spartans. Tipped away by the Wildcats, a long ball.
A great header by the Wildcats to try to get it into Spartan territory.
A little too physical there for the Wildcats. That is a foul, and it'll be Spartan free kick.
And the ball is off. The Wildcats almost immediately break it up. Back and forth here between the Spartans and the Wildcats. And that's going to go out for Wildcat throw-in.
For the Wildcats. A lot of urgency for the Wildcats, despite there being 2.5 minutes left. Possibly looking for a 5th goal.
The Wildcats really doing a great job tonight of moving that ball around the field, not just going north-south, but east-west as well.
Really focusing on finding the open space and creating the best attack possible, other than just what Glenbrook North is doing, and kind of just really kicking the ball downfield and hoping someone will get there. That strategy has been deemed unsuccessful tonight.
The Wildcats are going to gain possession of that. Back to Glenbrook North. Glenbrook North trying to use some footwork to get past the Wildcats, but it's intercepted. Wildcats very slowly moving it through the field, trying to find a good passing option. And they find it, moving down into the Spartans' territory and out of bounds for a Wildcat throw-in. Wildcats move it in, trying to get something going.
At the end, we'll do a control room shot. And then we'll go to you guys.
Wildcats moving around here, trying to get another opportunity deep. They're going to get it, but the Spartans are quickly on top of that, smothering that opportunity.
We have a minute left in this game. See if the Spartans can do anything. Foul on the Wildcats. Spartan free kick seems to be their last chance here in this game to get something going.
I anticipate the Wildcats to just try to run down the clock here, keep it out of the Spartans' possession, and try to prevent any opportunities that they have to get a shot on net.
Quickly hit away by the Wildcats, who now have possession. Probably going to take the ball up the field. Spartans keep possession. Taken away by the Wildcats.
And the Wildcats just winding down the clock here.
10 seconds left. Not much left to do here for the Spartans. Not the best effort for them today. Wildcats really played a great game.
And that will do it tonight. A 4-0 win for the Wildcats. A dominant performance here tonight. 2 goals from Sydney Dulac, 1 from Danica Miller. Great performance by the Wildcats tonight. I'm going to give a shout out to our Wildcat Productions crew downstairs, doing a great job for us.
Turn around.
And thank you for tuning in to Wildcat Productions broadcast of the girls soccer game, Libertyville versus Glenbrook North. Thank you for watching.